A coach presses a player to keep raising the bar. A player is encouraged to get all he can out of his given talents.
And it looks like we'll see a pinch hitter here as he'll come on with the runner at first, and 2 gone in the inning.
Now batting, number 23. Ball.
Knuckle curve breaks outside for ball 1.
Hey, let her rip, let her rip.
Ball 2 now.
Boy, you don't see that very often out of a rookie. That's a 2-0 count,
right here.
and both of those pitches were really close. This guy has a pretty good eye.
Drives it the other way to deep right. Yelich going back, and he makes a nice catch on the track as that ends the inning. Marlins leave 1. Still no score. Julian Fernandez has been summoned from the bullpen.
It's times like these that I wish we were paid by the inning. The game seemed endless, but the fireworks at the top of the 15th were enough to decide it, and they hang on for the nice road win.
Here now is our...
And with 2 on and 2 away, it looks like we'll see a pinch hitter in this spot.
The batter, number 23.
Come on, sitting on something right here. Let's go.
And no swing, apparently. Ball 1. He's the last chance with the tying and winning runs on base, and 2 men gone here in the ninth.
That's on the pond. Get it done. Hey, get your pitch and drive it. Hey, you turn. Drive him in.
There's a ball into right center field. That's going to be a base hit. Bond rounds third and is striding for home. He will score, and the Marlins have tied it. We are knotted at 3.
Boy, D-Row, talk about definition of clutch coming up in the 9th and delivering a game-tying RBI base hit.
Yeah, what a huge at-bat right there. As a former offensive player, these are the moments you live for. Runners in scoring position,
now
bottom of the 9th inning, and you're able to come through for the team. Let's see if they can continue on.
Hit hard on the ground to second. And the throw to first is in time, but the damage has been done as the side is retired. So this game will not end here in the bottom of the 9th as they push across the equalizer, and we're right back where we started from. 10th inning coming up, and we are all tied at 3 apiece. Tyler Duffy takes the mound as he'll be the first man to pitch here in extra innings.
Number 21, Tyler Duffy.
Not a lot of runs put on the board in this one, but here's a guy that found a way to make a difference. He's the tops player of the game.
He was one of a few guys that really swung the bat well in this game with a pair of base hits. He helped propel his team to a hard-fought win.
Here now is
a
our
one-run finish, 4-3, the final tally. And it would appear we'll have a pinch hitter here to start things out in the bottom of the inning.
Leading off for the Marlins, the shortstop, number 23.
A ball and no strikes.
That's the ball. 1-0.
See it, drive it like you can. Let's go.
Perhaps a little low there. It's 2-0.
Don't expect this pitcher to throw something over the heart of the plate. He's going to have to stay on the corners right here. Huge spot in this game. Do not miss over the heart and get beat.
Outside, 3-0 now.
Well, knowing the threat this guy poses if he gets on base, I think the next pitch should be a challenge pitch. You don't want to give guys that can run a free chance to cause havoc out there, especially the leadoff guy.
Hey, that 3-0 pitch might have been important for him right there. Regroup, get his mechanics back under him, and drive something down through the strike zone. Wouldn't throw the exact same pitch right here. Might want to cheat towards one of the corners.
And he lays off ball 4. So now the potential tying run here is aboard late in the game.
Man, that's a tough one to swallow. You're hanging on to a slim lead, and the last thing you want to do is give up a leadoff walk. Seems like those are the ones that always come back to haunt you. So we'll see if that's the case here.
Quick check on that tying run at first. And he'll dive back in safely. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. And they'll play for the tie here as he puts this one down. Throw goes to first here, so it works just as they drew it up. And now the possible tying run is in scoring position at second. Pitching certainly has been on display in this one. And there's the evidence of it right there. 1-0 our score, as there are an awful lot of zeros on that line score to this point.
Come on, baby.
Brown went around on a pitch that would have been a strike anyway. It's 0-1. No runs, 4 hits, and no errors in the game for the Marlins. Smoke toward third.
Go, dig.
In time to first, and there are 2 away. Stepping up to the plate, Mark Rohrabaugh. He's gone hitless in this one, Dan, and he's not alone.
No, he's not, Matt. This lineup has had no answer for their opponent on the mound so far.
Trying to hold the lead. Here's the delivery. In there, and it's 0-1.
I think he's pitched better than anyone really expected in this one. He's done a real nice job, but someone's going to make him pay if he puts too many more pitches in that location.
The 0-1 offering.
Get dirty.
Taking the throw. And he is in there at third as the possible tying run.
And to me, they just can't let guys get lead like that, especially knowing that the guy behind the plate isn't known for his arm. Here he swipes third, and they just kind of gave it to him.
Barnes at third with 2 away. Now a swing and a little bouncer softly hit to the right side of the mound. And 8 innings have come and gone now as the inning is over. Adam Conley enters from the pen to start the...
Wow, that's a rarity. A 1-0 game in baseball these days. Both of these pitchers pitched awfully well. It's a shame one of them had to lose this game.
And that 1 run held up tonight. 1-0 the final.
For the victorious San Diego Padres, 1 run on 2 hits, no errors.
MLB The Show's coverage of Major League Baseball brings us to the great state of Florida and Marlins Park in Miami. We celebrate Jackie Robinson Day with a great matchup between the San Diego Padres and the Miami Marlins. It's Marlins baseball, and it comes your way next. Caleb Smith, a Texas-born left-hander, gets the starting nod. What do we need to know here, Danny?
Hey, man, we're getting a look at a guy that's really been struggling lately. In his last 3 starts, he has a whip of over 1.50. Lots of base runners, lots of hits, and lots of walks, and that doesn't add up to very good performances. So he's going to look to turn things around in this one here today.
The shortstop.
Standing in, Clayton Barnes. He'll get to take his first cuts here. He's set, and the pitch. Cut fastball taken for strike 1. Guys, the swinging Friars as they take the field here tonight. They're definitely in a nice stretch as they've won 6 of their last 7 ball games.
Matty, this team is oozing confidence right now. They were playing well coming into this game. And what do? Right out of the chute, top of the first, throw a 3 spot up on the board. They got the opposition on their heels.
And that misses downstairs for a ball, 1-1. And there are our umpires calling balls and strikes is Mr. Earl Hendricks.
Hey, D-Roll, Earl Hendricks, he's not a guy that gets a lot of complaints by either players or pitchers. He's a pretty good umpire.
Yeah, Dan, Earl's got a great track record in his sport. He's pretty consistent, and overall, he's been a fair umpire.
1 ball and 2 strikes to count.
Hey, see it. Drive it like you can. Let's go.
Now a fastball awfully close, but he doesn't get the call. It's 2-2 now.
A lot of times you see guys in the middle of the order get worked away, but not right here. They're keeping it inside on him.
Is that an effort to keep him from getting extended, do you think?
Yeah, I think that's the idea, Matt, but he might spin to win if he starts looking for it in there.
Hoping to send him packing. Pitch on its way.
Good take right there.
Taken off the outside as the breaking ball couldn't catch the corner.
Tried to backdoor him and lock him up with a curveball right there. Pretty good pitch, but he didn't quite get it to come back all the way to the corner. That's tough to do for most guys.
Comes back with the cut fastball for strike 3 called, and there are 2 down. We have a moment here in Miami to take a look at the Marlins starting lineup. Who do you have your eye on, Dan?
You know, they better not sleep on that guy sitting in the 7th hole. He's the team leader in home runs, so he's having a nice year so far. It's always a good feeling when you can lead your team in a category like home runs. I'm sure he takes a lot of pride in that.
Here's Manny Machado now.
Now batting, third baseman, Manny Machado.
Got 2. Yeah. 1.
He's got it. Throw to first will get him easily, and the side is retired. 1 left for San Diego, and it remains a 3-2 ball game. Into the box, Clayton Barnes. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up.
Yeah, pretty deflating at bat right there, Matty. Not only for him, but the team as well. He's got to find a way to pull a trigger. Can't get caught guessing with runners in scoring position.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Line towards center field. Renfroe is there to put it away, and the runner will be forced to retreat back to first. Now batting, Clayton Barnes.
Leading off for the Marlins.
First pitch on its way.
Number 42.
First pitch is a slider down low. It's 1-0.
Yeah, see it, drive it. Let's go, big dog.
The 1-0 is looked at off the plate for a ball.
Well, 2-0 now, and this is where he makes his money. If he gets a pitch to Hackett, you can bet he's not going to hold back.
Too tight with that one. 3-0. Whistler typically throws a lot of strikes coming in out of the bullpen, resulting in low walk totals, although he has been snake bitten by the home run ball at times in the past.
One of the keys for this guy, Matt, is not being afraid to attack the strike zone. With that said, he is prone to giving up the home runs. I think one of the cause of that, Matty V, he leaves a lot of pitches up in the strike zone. He needs to be down in the zone when he's effective.
And a full count now, 3-2.
Hey, excellent job to get yourself back in this count after throwing 3 consecutive balls. You got a chance to get an out right here.
And he takes strike 3 called on the fastball. 1 gone. Ready for another shot now. Clayton Barnes. He got called out on strikes his last time through.
Yeah, Matty, and hopefully he got it out of his system. Especially now, he's got to bear down. He gets the 2 strikes in this spot. Has to put the ball in play.
Ball 1 to start the at-bat. Now about a 58-foot breaking pitch that he wisely lays off here. Go-ahead runs aboard here at first with nobody out. Down low, and the plot thickens here. 3-0.
Time to focus here. This game is way too close to be walking, guys, so we'll see if he can make him swing the bat on this next pitch.
3-1 to the Marlins middle infielder.
3-1.
Hey, that was a nasty pitch right there. It's the depth of a sinker. Sometimes it's a matter of whether or not it's moving east-west, but that one right there had such good downward action. Great pitch.
And it's up to a 3-2 full count now.
Hey, you got it. No one better. Let's go. Hey, have a rip at it up there, huh?
3-2 pitch is swung on and missed. Strike 3.
Hey, a great win for these guys as they wrap up another one. But a little bit of a sour note, though. Everyone has to head home, get on those computers, and get those taxes out.
First opened back in 2012. We're live inside the cavernous Marlins Park in Miami. Today, the 3rd and final game. Pablo Lopez, the right-hander from Venezuela, gets the starting nod in this one. Dan Plesac, what do you got?
Hey, you take a look at that ERA, and it's a little bloated right now. This guy's a better pitcher than that, but he hasn't been real consistent. One good game, one bad game. I think what he needs to do, if he can string together 3 or 4 good quality games in a row,
well, the left fielder's on it, and that retires the side. So 1 run here on 1 base hit, the home run. So coming to the plate, Clayton Barnes. He'll get us going here in the bottom half of the second.
Lots of baseball left in this one as we're still early on, but you don't want to fall too far behind. They're already down by a bundle, and one of the things you want your leadoff guy to get on and set the table for the big boys.
Digging in to try it again, Clayton Barnes. His last at-bat didn't go his way as he popped out in foul territory.
Yeah, Matt, he's got to make an adjustment right here. His swing definitely broke down, dropped his back shoulder, and thus the result was a terrible pop-up foul.
And that's cut on and missed. 0-1.
This is absolutely a huge spot right here. They have to find a way to get something out of this half inning. I don't care if it's 1 run or 2 runs. You have to find a way to at least give yourself a little shot of confidence that you can get back into this one.
And he'll stay with it here as he puts the squeeze on it for out number 1. Stepping in, Clayton Barnes.
Number 23.
Hey, get your pitch. Drive it.
First pitch on its way. Bottom part of the zone, and the slider is in there for a called strike. One run, 4 hits, and no errors in the game for the Marlins. Right side, but it's going to be a foul ball. And he missed with it. It's 1-2.
Broke out the sweeping slider right there and just missed off the edge. If he would have caught the corner right there, I think he's got a backwards K.
The 1-2 is swung on and missed. He got him. Striding into the box, Clayton Barnes. No hits in 3 tries so far.
All right,
he
boy.
struck
All right,
out once.
here we go.
He's set. Here it comes.
1-0.
Nowhere close with the fastball to begin the at-bat. It's ball 1. Warren has tossed more than 500 innings at the big league level and sports a respectable ERA just under 3.50. Tried to get the arms extended, but he couldn't. 1-1.
This is the stuff that infuriates a manager. You have to think the game. You got to know he's trying to pitch around you. You cannot swing at that pitch out of the zone.
There's a shin-high slider laid off for a ball. 2 runs, 7 hits, and 1 error so far for the Marlins. 3-1 to the Marlins left fielder. The 3-1 is swung on and missed. A full count now.
Hey, let it fly right here.
Now the 3-2 pitch, and he misses there for ball 4. So runners are at first and second now with nobody out. Stepping into the box, JT Riddle. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time.
Yeah, Matty, expect this pitcher to try and get the same result. That's his last at bat right here. The double play is in order. Anything on the ground, the way this defense is, they could certainly roll too.
Boy, Dero, we're looking at a big inning right here with that single. Bases are loaded, yet no runs have scored in this inning.
Yeah, and that's exactly what that pitcher wants you to think. You have to eliminate the noise, Dan. Just try and drive in the guy from third base. Don't put pressure on yourself that you have to get everyone in with one swing of the bat. Pass the baton and keep the line moving.
Myers with the catch. Here comes the runner from third. Notch 1 in the score column as the runner from third crosses the plate.
Well, that wasn't your standard sac fly hit. It was hit pretty low and hard, so it wasn't a given they were going to send it. But they did, and they add a number to the run column.
Softly hit down to third, likely no shot at 2. To second for 1. Return throw is in time. How about that? They do turn 2, and it gets him out of the inning. Around the horn they go. 5-4 to 3 to end the threat. Back with.
Hey, it's hard to win games at any point, but to win games on the road, especially in this ballpark, so they are very happy with this win.
From Cobb County, Georgia, we welcome you to baseball from SunTrust Park. Today, a matchup of NL East rivals between the Miami Marlins and the James Paxton gets the starting assignment for the Braves. What do we need to know here, Danny?
Boy, there's lots to like about this lefty, James Paxton. Big arm from the left side. He reminds me a lot of Andy Pettit. The only thing, he throws about 4 or 5 miles harder than Pettit. Paxton occasionally 97 to 98 miles an hour.
At the plate, Clayton Barnes. He did not play last night, but clearly back in the starting 9 for this one.
Don't be afraid. Let it fly one time.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. And a ball 1-0. Guys, one of D-Row's former employers, the Braves, as they begin play here this afternoon. They come in the midst of a stretch where they've dropped 6 of their last 9.
Yeah, Matty, these players got in their cars today to drive to the stadium, focused on one thing. Not who was going to be the hero, just the fact that they needed a W, and that one of their teammates, whether it's them or someone else, has to come up with a big knock.
Wow, there's a pitch right there that this guy would like to have back. Very rarely do you see a pitcher of this quality throw one right down the middle, and boy, he took that one. He'd like to have that one back and be able to take a good hack at that pitch.
To 2 balls and 2 strikes now. Well, time to look at our umpires in this one. Behind the plate is Dave Lawrence.
Yeah, Dan, we got Dave Lawrence behind the dish tonight. One of the best in the game, I think. Consistent and well-respected, accurate strike zone.
D-Bro, you hit it right there. He makes you bring the ball over the plate. Will give a little bit off the strike zone. I think the one thing that's important that he does, he has the same strike zone in the first inning. You'll see that same strike zone in the 9th.
And here's how the visiting Miami Marlins will line up in this one. D-Row, how do they lock up a series victory here on the road?
Matty, the key in this one for this lineup is they got to stay staunch in the middle of the plate. They can't.
So digging in now, Clayton Barnes, 0 for 1 here in the early going. Here's the first pitch to him. There he goes. In there. Now the throw. Way late, and he's in there easily at second. So he swipes second successfully, but you have to wonder now if that might actually end up taking the bat out of the hands of one of their better hitters.
Well, that's a good point, man, but I'd be a little surprised if that's the case. It's still early and the game is tied, so that would be a pretty cautious move to pitch around him here or just walk him flat out.
That's popped up. Acuna coming in. He can't get there as it falls in. And they're going to take a 1-0 lead as the run comes across to score.
Boy, that has to feel good as a hitter, D-Roy. You get that base hit to give your team the lead. You have to feel good when you get down to first base.
Yeah, it's just a nice approach. You see him turn to his boys right there and get fired up with the dugout. 100%. Not trying to do too much. Able to quiet the moment down, center himself, and come through in a big spot.
A dive, but he's back.
Here you go. See it up. Let it fly.
Into the box, Gabby Guerrero, as the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike 1. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. Looks like he swung it underwater that time for strike 2.
Runner, yes,
He's running. Pitch outside the throw. And he is in there. So he's in safely following the stolen base, and running has been made a priority on this team here in the early going as we view the league leaderboard for team stolen bases. And as you can see, these guys find themselves in the number 6 position in that category in the NL. Pickoff move to second. Runner back safely.
Come on, baby. Get your pitch up there.
There's a swing and a high deep drive headed for the right field corner. And it'll fade just at the end and winds up a long foul ball.
Hey, one time, right now.
Swing and a miss. Looked like the knuckle curve there, and that's out number 2.
Yeah, as they say, there's a hole in his swing in that location, so a good job there of exploiting that. That can be real hard for some guys to overcome when teams start figuring out what locations you just can't handle.
Now batting.
And that'll bring in Garrett Cooper, runner in scoring position with 2 gone.
Hey, get a good one. Get a good piece on it, huh? Let's go.
Hard hit ball to second. Brings it in. Throw to first in plenty of time, and the side is retired. Marlins forced to settle for one. We'll move on to the bottom of inning number 3. The Marlins lead this one. So bases are empty here with 2 gone. And that brings up the former number 1 overall pick, Dansby Swanson. Line drive base hit into the left center field gap. Around first, he's digging for second. And now get into scoring position with 2 away.
Dan, after that base hit right there, he's got a 6-game hitting streak.
Digging in and looking for more, Clayton Barnes. He's singled in 2 trips to the plate thus far.
One time, right now.
First pitch on its way. Now a swing, and he just fouls this one away. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. That one's down around the knees, taken for a strike. Boy, tough to lay off, but he's glad he did. It's 1-2 now.
Boy, it's hard to sit on an 0-2 fastball. I think that pitch just locked him up a bit. But lucky for him, it was just a little out of the zone.
And this is pop foul, but perhaps playable behind first. But this will land untouched.
Hey, get your pitch up there.
Again, a 1-2. Got him swinging in the dirt. Lucroy gathers, and the throw is made to record the 2nd out of the inning. Standing in, Clayton Barnes. He'll start things out for us here in inning number 8.
It doesn't look very promising so far in this one as we move into the later innings. Down by a bundle, it's time to get some base runners and hopefully a long ball to get them back into this one.
Here's one that misses high. It's 1-1. Weak grounder back to the mound. Throw on to first in time, so the leadoff man is set down to open up inning number 8. There's our line score.
Well, this one had its moments of drama and excitement. In the end, these guys came away with a victory and look on to the next one.
And we're going to have a pinch hitter to start things out here in the top half of the inning.
Leading off for Miami, the shortstop, number 23.
Hot shot to third and handled for the first out. 2 very well. Austin Bryce will come out and take the ball.
Well, that's not exactly how you draw it up. He gave up a long ball to make it interesting, but it was the only run he gave up, and he hangs on to collect the save.
4-2.